miracles and the blessing that the Spirit of God is ushering you into are those that will baffle you. They will make miracles look like ordinary. You see, there are things that you experience and you maybe think that it's extraordinary, but it's within the realm of your comprehension. You as a child of God, you as a new creation. But then there are things that the Spirit of God has brought me here to prepare you for. Now those things shall baffle even those that believe in miracles. You see, the Lord is preparing the ground. The Spirit of God is preparing that ground. I'm telling you this, that you walk into it and you begin to wonder whether this life, this age, is still in existence. You will think you have crossed over into the age to come. Life will change just like that. Glory to God. Your experiences will change just like that. You will begin to see how things are reacting to you, and you will wonder, and you will know for a fact that this is the Lord's doing. Glory to God. Now you see, there is a dimension. When you start to enter into that dimension, everything that you once knew and that you once actually walked in and you were established accordingly begins to feel like it cannot connect with what God is doing. There is a dimension when you start crossing its borders, entering into it, it begins to appear to you like you're actually dreaming. You don't believe that you are awake. And you see, many times, or for some of you, a few times, or for some of you, I don't know, you have experienced it a few times. But you see, what is happening this day, what we are walking in, that dimension is going to be open. It is going to be your realm every day, every single day. I told you before and I'm telling you now that the things that have been depicted in the movies you call sci-fi and what, you see, that was creation earnestly longing for the manifestation of the sons of God. Now they portrayed it in movies, and because you see, they feel it, they know it. They have called you Superman, they have called you, they were saying you, and they tried to depict the version of you, and it came across as Superman. I don't know whether Spider-Man qualifies. But you see, this day and age, we've got to acquaint ourselves more. Very deliberately, we refuse to remain on the borders of this life, where we walk in and out, just merely. It becomes our real realm. You see, where we are not surprised by it, but we know how to get there. We know how deep to go. Glory to God. You see, it says that when the Lord turned again the captivity of Zion, says, we were like them that dream. It says, we were like them that dream. The things that God starts to do, and you wonder whether you are actually awake. Because you see, you have been so established in a certain life, and then you begin to see things, and you wonder. It happened to Peter, you remember, when he was being delivered from prison. He thought he was having a vision, and something supernatural was happening. Glory to God. He thought he was dreaming. He was having a vision. Now I'm telling you this, that these things, when the Spirit of God begins working in your life, that dimension that begins to open up, at first it feels like a dream. It is not familiar at all to the things you have learned and experienced in the physical, in the earthly. It is not familiar at all. You see, that is why so many people have settled for an earthly kind of life, and they have heaped upon themselves testimonies that are earthly. You see, those are the testimonies that have been accepted in the domain of the church because, you see, they sound familiar, they are believable, they are acceptable. But you see, until you begin to experience something that you begin to pinch yourself whether you are actually awake, you are not yet crossing over. I'm telling you this, that things begin to happen, and then you begin to wonder. I remember times ago when I was on campus, one of those days when I would decide to go, I would be experiencing things, heavenly things. And then when I set myself to go, while I'm going to get a taxi and walking down, and I'm looking around, a time would come when sometimes I would go in front of people to see whether they can recognize me. Because I didn't know whether I was still in the flesh or out of the flesh. But you see, and I'm really not joking, I'm telling you the truth. It is because of the frequency and the extent to which I had gone that at times I didn't know whether actually I was still on earth, even when I would do things. Because sometimes it actually proved that I was not in the physical, and I would think I am there. But when I've gotten lost somewhere in the spirit and I'm moving, and I find I'm actually away. But now you see, the thing is, the Spirit of God starts to draw you, and then He begins to take you into a life. You begin to see, how this has turned in my favor.